Yo, what's up, my pitch perfect people? Welcome back, welcome back. It's another episode of Fussball Talk. I'm your host, Richie, and I'm here with my fellow co host, Joyce and Lawrence. But Joyce is currently on a call right now, so he'll join us in a few minutes. But yeah, we got Lawrence here with us. Hey, what we saying, Lawrence? What we saying?
What we saying?
All right, so
Not
me and
like
you had kind of inconvenient weekends.
rough week, man. Hey,
Right?
at least you had 11 men in the pitch. You can't,
True
you can't be, you
state,
can't,
true
you can't,
state.
you can't be too vexed, bro. You can't be too vexed, bro. I had
Yeah,
10
I
men.
mean, you know
I
what I
had,
mean? Like, nah, but for real
I,
though. You know
I
what?
suffered this weekend. Bro.
Yeah, for real. Like, alright, so to you guys, your match review was supposed to drop yesterday, but the file corrupted, so I couldn't get it out yesterday, unfortunately. But yeah, so we are starting with the Chelsea game because I don't have long to be here with you guys, unfortunately, today because I got called in late for work. But it is what it is. So we'll start with the Chelsea game and then Arsenal United. So in my match review yesterday, I was talking about how with the game, yeah. Usually, I after Chelsea losses or whatever, my head is on Mars, isn't it? I get mad, I get angry at this, I
Mm,
get angry at that, like
mm,
your usual fan reaction.
yeah.
But with this one, I was more frustrated, but I was
Mm.
excited
I
at the
don't
same
think I
time.
don't think there was anything to be mad about yesterday. I
Yeah,
watched that Chelsea. I don't
like
think there was any negatives. I just think Liverpool just set their formation up in a way that they didn't allow Chelsea to play that they would usually play and
yeah, but
dominate the game.
you see with that, yeah. At the same time, we negated Liverpool for 95% of the game, in my opinion. Like they
Mm,
weren't able to do much apart from a 15-minute period and in
mm,
the first half. And during that 15-minute period, they were able to get that penalty and the other penalty shot in it. And then the second
mm,
half was literally one moment of magic and a Bozo Bob Sanchez moment in it.
mm,
But hey,
mm,
we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, as I was saying, the game was I was frustrated with the result, of course, especially with the way we lost. Like the performance, I was more than happy with the performance. If I was to be mad, I would be more so mad at individuals and
mm,
Maresca's choice of personnel rather than his actual tactics. I thought his
mm,
tactics were spot on, but the players he chose for certain moments of the game is probably what let him down,
yeah.
and obviously certain individual errors or performances itself. But yeah, that game not yesterday, 2 days ago. Sorry. Definitely, yes, I was slightly frustrated, but
Mm,
I was excited because I think this game showed, oh, look at us, Chelsea have a future, Chelsea have
mm,
potential,
mm.
in the making. So yeah, there was nothing for me to really be annoyed at. So,
I
anyways,
think I think
yeah,
a
go on.
few things I definitely highlighted from that game.
All right, go on.
If Milo Gusto's inverting, he has to play on his good.
Oh my
I,
days, yeah, that's
I,
one of the
think, I
guys.
think I think that's what killed you. If Gusto was inverting on his good side, I think that would have been. I think it'd be a
Nah,
much
you know
closer
what it is,
game.
yeah. You know what it
Mm.
is? I don't even think it's Gusto inverting on his good side. I think it's just Gusto inverting in general. I think the
Okay.
thing with Gusto, like no, just this season alone. If it was last
Mm,
season Gusto, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he can do it. But this season, I don't know what it is, whether it's outside or it's just maybe literally just a poor run of form. Like a lot of players go
mm.
through that.
I
That's
thought
fine.
he was okay. I just think he
Nah,
looked
I thought
uncomfortable on that left hand
nah,
side.
he was getting in the positions right, yeah. But
Mm,
last season he showed lots of great technical abilities. He picked up few
mm,
assists. He was able to show what our restrained replacement whenever he's injured was meant to be. But
mm,
this season, not even including the Liverpool game, but in previous games as well, it's always that like whether he's just brain dead on the ball at times because lots of loose passes recently. He's
mm,
taking wild shots that Gusto just should never be taking, especially
mm,
on his weak foot half the time. Because when Reece
mm,
James went off, he took like two left-footed shots on his good
mm,
side. It
mm.
made no sense. His
Yeah, and I
crossing
get
has
that.
his
I
crossing
get
has
that.
been woeful the past 6 or 7 months from both the left and the right side. So I don't know what's up with him recently, but he was definitely one of the guys. And they're like, come on, I expect much more from you. Like that's
I'll
what
be
it
real.
is. But
I rate him highly. I
yeah,
did
like
maybe like the two things I'm probably saying is probably just maybe the occasion, big game at Anfield. I just like even some people even some Chelsea fan channels were saying he looks off it, but I'm thinking just like, off the left, asking to invert. As you said, he's on his weaker foot, so a lot of mistakes are gonna happen if he tries to make a line breaking pass because he's not on his strong side. But like Gusto was only one of them. Like I think very surprisingly, I think he won that midfield battle in that match. I know
Oh yeah, I
Gravenberch,
think we did as
people
well. Yeah,
people have been talking about him like he's some kind of monster. I still think he's yet to be tested. We'll come back to that. I still think I know Chelsea and Liverpool was a very big game. He played all right, but in terms of a proper midfield, I still think he's yet to be tested. But for what he's doing great. But I tell you now, you're probably gonna say the same thing I'm saying. Enzo Fernandez, he is in huge, huge trouble. Caicedo and Lavia in that double pivot, bro,
that
was
midfield. Yeah,
illegal. It was illegal, fam. And I know Lavia has only come back from an injury from last season, bro. And for him to be up in that
mm.
speed, in that amount of time, in that occasion, you're playing like that on a fucking Sunday, is brave, bro. I was
but,
at,
but
bro.
you see, but you see the thing, yeah. I
Mm,
seen other Chelsea fans comment on it as well. They noticed it as well as me. But
mm,
Caicedo's role changes when Lavia's in the team.
mm,
But when we have Enzo in, why is
mm,
Caicedo all of a sudden the deep lying player? When it
yeah.
would suit Enzo to be where Lavia is, when
Mm,
it's him and Caicedo, you get me?
mm,
So I'm not, because both Poch and Maresca have done it. I don't know whether Enzo does some stuff in training that we don't see on the pitch majority of the
yeah.
time, but it's like they're trying to force Enzo in a
But
role
he
where he's
can't
clearly not
execute.
comfortable.
There's
That's
no
what
there's
it
no
is.
point
Like,
of executing it on a training pitch if you
yeah,
can't execute in the match, bro. Because
exactly. Like
anyone
there
could
was
do it
bare
in the
footage
training.
in it. There was
Yeah,
bare footage,
exactly.
yeah, where Enzo his IQ, yeah, he knows where he's supposed to be.
Mm,
He's able to get in, but obviously we everyone knows Enzo isn't capable physically,
mm,
for such a role in it. He's not
yeah.
agile enough. He's not quick enough. But if you throw him in that deep lying midfield role, like first half of season on Potter and like first couple months under Poch, we saw Enzo was able to be a press resistant midfield. Everyone
Mm,
remembers his game against Liverpool last year, no? Where he was pulling out
yeah.
magic left, right, and center as a deep lying midfielder. He wasn't
Mm,
being forced to go up and play in these final third spaces. And we know Enzo's specialty is being on the ball, passing, do long balls. And as I've said before, when it comes to Enzo Fernandez, if you let him just cover short spaces and
mm,
obviously do, because he's a great short space tackler, in my opinion. As a short space tackler, he's able to get himself involved. He has that passion, that aggression. But it's always when the game is like too stretched out. There's just space where he has to cover, and we know Enzo can cover them spaces.
mhm.
So it's just something I like to see Maresca, just because when he came on at Liverpool, he had like a 15, 20-minute period where he was playing as the deepest midfielder, and I thought that role suited him well. But and then all of a sudden he's being moved up by Advanced ahead of Caicedo again. I don't know what it is. It's just
I
something
I
there that
like I think you put it perfectly. For I think that's probably the best analysis probably I've heard so far with the whole Enzo thing. But because a lot of people, do you know what it is, bro? I think some Chelsea fans, and I think what happened with Enzo, I don't think he did your digging far enough. You were just like he won the World Cup. He looks like a good technical player. We're rebuilding. We're having a young project. We want to make him the face of it. And so far, whenever he's been paired with Lavia or Caicedo, it's not worked. And for me, and like it's very rare for me to give praise to Chelsea players, but I thought those two were outstanding. I probably give it more to Moises Caicedo because he was just all over the gaff on Sunday, bro. Absolutely lethal. And Slot didn't have an idea how to stop him until he made a tactical change, like later on in the game. But Caicedo in general was just ridiculous, and I hope he can continue those performances because that's a very valuable player. And the reason why I say Enzo could be in trouble is because that's where Enzo is trying to get to play Enzo. But like for me, as we said, every time he's trying to play Enzo in that role, it's not happened. And I think looking at that Lavia and Caicedo performance, and if Lavia can stay fit and not get injured, is looking long for Enzo because like that midfield, and like I said, Chelsea won the midfield battle. But what they did, if Chelsea were just a bit more clinical and were
that's what
able
I'm
to
saying.
get,
Yeah,
get, get the chances, it could have been a very different game on Sunday. Could have been a very very different game.
Like,
You had a
bro, literally
penalty
just a couple
which
switches in it.
like you had a couple of you had an obvious penalty shot. I don't know how that was a penalty. I thought your penalty shot was more blatant than Liverpool's penalty shots. But like it's crazy, and we're gonna get to it, like but again, it's inconsistency again from the refs. It's inconsistency again from the refs on another game. You give a penalty at one side, you don't give a penalty on one side, and then you give another penalty on another side. It ruins the game. It really does ruin the game. And I thought, and I know people are going to say, why is an Arsenal fan defending Chelsea? I'm a very honest man, win or lose, bro. You have to be honest. You can't be biased to just because of rivals. Chelsea's pen was more like, don't get me wrong, Liverpool's pen was a pen, but how Trent got away with fouling Sancho in that box and didn't get a penalty, that's a topic that needs to be talked on, bro, because you're talking about a point that could have, done one for Chelsea. But in terms, I thought Chelsea played better. I won't lie. It wasn't one of Liverpool's best performances. Um, I give it to them. They got the 3 points, but I do feel like Chelsea got the better of them. But that's my take on it, really.
Well, Richie must be lagging then, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think we should like on that still.
Sorry,
But
I missed that. Are you guys complimenting the Liverpool performance or?
we're just talking about Chelsea. We were just going on about Lavia or Caicedo. How I was saying how Enzo might be in trouble after that Caicedo Lavia performance, because Caicedo was unbelievable on that. I watched that game from start to finish. Caicedo was unbelievable that game. And I was just saying, if Lavia and Caicedo can stay fit and not get injured, Enzo's on the outside looking in, bro. I won't lie. Enzo's on the outside looking in. I was just kind of saying that how I think Chelsea might have misprofiled um Enzo. Just he technically is good on the ball. He knows what he wants to play, but I just think maybe it's hard to play him because I don't think the system suits him. He's not someone that should be playing in these advanced positions. Richie was saying he's more of a deep line playmaker, which I agree. Like cover small spaces and that. But yeah, that's literally all we're saying. I was just saying that in essence, Chelsea won the midfield battle, and I think if they were able to create more, um, if they were able to, create more, then it could have been a very difficult game. And I was just talking about how they didn't get the penalty, kind of ruined it as well, because again, it's inconsistency from the refs, and we've had that a lot this game week. So yeah, but that was just what we were saying on the Chelsea Liverpool game.
That's fair
I
enough.
I
To
seen
be
you were
fair,
talking about the penalty for a second.
Mm.
Lawrence, I seen you were talking about the penalty, bro. There's two incidents. Yeah. First of all, the Sancho one. We all saw the Sancho incident.
Mm.
We all
Mm.
saw that one in it. I don't know how VAR didn't pick up on it, how the ref didn't, because first he knocks away his knee and then he stands on him, but it's not a penalty. I
Mm.
don't get it. And then second of all, the actual Liverpool penalty. I don't know if you man saw it, but the handball. Salah
Mm.
took a shot and it hit Curtis Jones's hand, and then all of a sudden it perfectly falls to his feet, and then it's a penalty. So like, and thing is, you can't even call it like bias or whatever, yeah, because it's just the standard of refereeing in the Prem
Mm.
is atrocious. It's just all so bad that refereeing in this league actually just pisses me off sometimes because there's no consistency. It's just blatant terrible calls left, right, and center. So it's just terrible, isn't it? But yeah, fucking just on Chelsea's performance in general, I thought we were calm. You know what? You know what? Yeah. Let me. I spoke on Maresca's personnel issues earlier that I thought he went wrong with. First, I don't know why he didn't have Mudryk on the bench. In my like, I get Seren Sancho. You
I
no,
seen
no,
this. Do you think Mudryk would have made a difference?
bro, yeah. Because wait, let me speak on it first, yeah. Because first of all, I get Sterling Sancho. Don't why fix something that's not broken in it.
Mm.
That
Mm.
I have no qualms with the front four. I don't have no qualms with the whole second lineup he started. I thought it was
Mm.
good. I thought it was calm. I was happy with it. And but you see in the first half, amount of attacking position Sancho got himself into. But the one thing with Sancho, I love Sancho, don't get me wrong. But the one thing with Sancho, he only has one pace. He only has one gear in it. So he doesn't have like that burst of pace that Neto has or a Modric has. And then the reason I'm saying Mudryk should have been on the bench at least, because, okay, yeah, he's been here 2 years now and he hasn't been phenomenal. That's fine, don't get me wrong. But he's been in good form the past 4 or 5 game weeks that he's played with for Chelsea recently. He scored an international break. He was very dangerous in both the games he played for Ukraine. He was arguably our best player in the Conference League game we played, and he had a great cameo off the bench against Nottingham Forest before the international break. So I'm just there like, you have a player that's obviously he's needs confidence in it, and he's a player that's growing. His IQ is getting up there now to the standard we want it to be. It's not there yet, but a standard we want it to be at. So you have all of this, and considering how Liverpool play, his play style is perfect for this game, especially if you want to go against tired legs. So, but you don't have him on the bench, and instead, 88th minute, you bring on Christopher Nkunku to go onto the left hand side. Nkunku ain't
Yeah,
a left
we've seen
winger.
this before. We've
Like,
seen this before. It doesn't work.
that's what I'm saying. We've seen it against City. It didn't work against City, so why would it work against Liverpool? So that's something like, and you see when Neto came on, Neto I thought had a brazy cameo. He was dangerous. He was weaving through. He was using his pace against Trent, and then when he went on the other side against Robbo. So why not try to replicate that with Mudryk? If you had the option to bring Mudryk out off the bench, and then
I
if you wanted Nkunku to come on, Nkunku could just play roaming or central or something like that. So that's something they're like, yeah, his personnel choices during the game for Nkunku, for Mudryk, I thought that's where he went wrong, in my opinion. Tactically, we set up
I
well.
think I know 100%. I think I get your point with the Mudryk, but you see, my point is, even if he does beat a man, his final product is not good. So
No, but that's what I'm saying. Recently,
like
though,
he
his final product has suddenly come to life. So a man on form,
yeah.
you take
Mm.
risks. This is where you take those
Okay,
risks. You take
but
those
in that
gambles.
situation, okay, I get you. I get taking a gamble, but you're 2-1 down. You need a goal. Realistically, are you putting your bets and hopes that if he does blaze past Trent and he gets in the box, are you really putting your money on him to find someone in that box of Cole Palmer, Jackson, Neto, someone in there to
in his
find the back of
past
the net?
in his past 4 Chelsea games, 3 assists.
Mm.
The one game he didn't get an assist for, Christopher Nkunku missed the header from 3 yards out. And an international
Okay.
break, he gets a goal for Ukraine. A man on form, I'm backing the player that's on form to give me something in return. If it doesn't happen,
I hear.
okay, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
But
I know, I hear.
past
I hear. I hear.
4 goals and assists, that's like, even if you don't play him, which is perfectly fine, he didn't play João
Mm.
Felix, okay? So if you're not gonna play
No,
João
no, no.
Felix,
Yeah.
no, if you don't play João Felix, why not have the option of a rapid winger like
Mm.
Mikhailo Mudryk to come off the bench? But it was his choice, and you know what? I'm fine with it. He took the gamble, he took the risk. It didn't work. It is what it is.
You know what? But it was a lot closer match. Like it was a
No,
lot
it
closer
was. It
match
was.
then. I'm seeing Liverpool fans go brazy that they got the win. I thought I'm telling you right now, if everything had went the right way, Chelsea are winning that game like 3-2 or something, bro.
Like,
Because you see,
bro, you
bro,
see that. You
the
see the
way
way we.
I was on social media on Twitter, and bro, the
Mm,
way Liverpool fans were chatting, you swear they beat Chelsea for one. More time Chelsea's midfield was over. I know people would say,
yeah,
"Oh, Curtis Jones, Ravenbrook." Bro, Curtis Jones wasn't even my man of the match, bro. I don't know what I watched that match start to finish. He was okay, but to give him man of the match is brazy. I can name 3 other players that could have gotten man of the match than him. I like it's
bro. I don't know
brazy,
how
bro,
Salah
because
didn't come
I
with
thought
man of
he
the
was having an
match.
okay game. He was having don't get me wrong. I know he scored. He was having an okay game till he scored that goal, and then he got man of the match. I would have given Salah man of the match. I
That's what I'm
got an assist
saying.
and didn't
Yeah.
get man of the match. Like,
Nah,
bro,
you know what
it's
it is.
crazy, bro.
You know what it is with
Hmm.
with Curtis Jones. It's because Cole Palmer had a quiet game in it, yeah. So all of a sudden, it's
Yeah,
one of Liverpool's
hmm.
midfielders has to get man of the match because they kept Cole Palmer quiet in it.
Yeah.
But
I don't,
Salah scored
man.
an assist. Salah was doing his thing on that
Hmm.
wing. But
But
even then,
do you know
with
what
the
I got?
midfield,
Mm.
yeah.
Like, do
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what I will
Cole
say?
Palmer. Yeah, go on,
Mm.
wait, go on. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna talk about Cole Palmer. It's just because one thing notes. I don't know, like Maresca, like you were saying, tactical changes. I felt like he didn't do enough to help out Palmer because I think from like the first 10, 15 minutes, you kind of knew what like Liverpool's game plan was, not to allow the ball go through the center, which is where Palmer likes to, I know he can play on the wing as well, but century is like where Palmer likes to operate. And I think like going into like when the game was in effect, you could kind of see what Liverpool's game plan was to not allow Palmer to come into the game. And I'm not saying he had a bad game. Obviously, people say he was quiet or he can't do it against big teams, blah blah blah. I'm not trying to hear all that. I just think he had a one-off game because Liverpool set up pretty well. But I thought Maresca would have tried to help him out a bit because even with the tactical changes that we didn't see too much of him. And I just thought, that's your main man. He's the catalyst to everything happening. And I just thought, maybe tried a few things to, get him on the ball more because he was I'm telling you, if Palmer was at least able to touch the ball on some sequences of your play, could have been a whole different scenario. But like I
Yeah,
said, Liverpool set up.
you see, with that, I get that and all of that, yeah. But before the game, during the game, and after the game, it was clear from the off where the main parts of the game was going to be, and it was always the wingers against the fullbacks for both Liverpool and for both Chelsea. It was clear from the very off that the wingers are the most important part of the game, and Liverpool's winger turned up, Salah. Chelsea's winger Madueke and Sancho didn't. Well, I thought Nani had a great game personally. I thought he did everything he could have except score in it. Like Nani set up Palmer for a couple chances. Palmer at edge of the box hit it over, yeah. But it was clear from the very off that it was we break through Liverpool's lines and hit the wings straight away. And it worked 80% of the time. We just couldn't bag. That's what it was. As for Palmer, yeah, quiet game. Wasn't his usual Palmer performance. But he still got found in certain positions where you expect Palmer to do a bit of magic. It didn't come off. We just have to charge in it. But in saying that, 7 months ago, we lost 4-1 at Anfield, didn't it? We got absolutely smoked. Terrible system. No, we're like, yeah, Chelsea's in the dumps. We're like 10th in the table at this point. Yeah, shit team. Fast forward 7 months, great depth. Can everyone sees that we're tactically progressing? Our players have gone up another level this season. So yeah, not too much to be mad about. As I said earlier, frustrated but excited. It is what it is, man. Disappointing results, satisfied performance. That's what it is. But in saying that, there's a nigga here that I'm not satisfied about. Bozo Bob. Bozo Bob Sanchez. That's his name from now on. He ain't Robert Sanchez no more. He ain't a light-skinned Spanish nigga with a British accent. Bozo Bob. That's his name now. Because bro, ball's whipped into Curtis Jones, yeah, a man takes a touch. Why is my man moving like happy feet when the ball's there? Nigga, you're a goalkeeper. You're meant to put your body in danger, bro. But nah, let me just hit my little waddle, bro. Bro thinks it's a surf stuff, innit? Like, bro.
Oh my god! You know what? You know what's deep, Gab?
No, I don't know if you man
Do you
seen it,
know
yeah?
how crazy it must have been for him to allow him to take a touch and then score? Because deep, he had to touch that to bring that under
did you see
control.
how heavy that touch was? Did you see how heavy that touch was, bro? Oh my days. Bro, that touch was mad heavy. I've seen Mike Henry have better touches than that, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. And then I don't know if you man seen a picture there, yeah? Reverse camera angle. You know when Curtis Jones slides in to get the ball, yeah? Robert Sanchez has his eyes closed.
Go away.
When Robert Sanchez has his eyes closed, his body like that. Oh my days.
Observation hacky, bro. Observation hacky, bro. Observation hacky.
Bozo Bob. I've had enough.
He's trying to enter the flow state, bro. He's trying to enter the flow state, bro. That's why he closed his eyes, bro.
Like you might know I can be delusional at times or whatever, yeah? And I made a statement like 5 Chelsea videos ago that, okay, we can be title challengers, but not. I don't think we're in the race. You man heard when I said that, yeah? like just push ourselves, yeah. But our peak is always going to be top four if we have Bozo Bob in our goals. It's simple as that. We ain't challenging for no title. We ain't in no title race until Bozo Bob gets out of my fucking club, bro. I've actually had enough. Bro can't be an above average goalkeeper for more than 2 games, bro. You see after this game, yeah? He's gonna go fucking who we playing? Newcastle, yeah? And bang out an 8-save performance after we win like 2-1 or something, innit? But then the very next week against who we playing? United, yeah? He's gonna get a 6.1 sofa score rating because he lets in 2 meaty goals, bro. I've had enough. Oh my god, man. And he's here writing Instagram captions like, "Oh, I let the team down, but they helped me. So the next game, I help the team back up when they need me." Nigga, I don't need no captions like that. I'm here, clean sheet, 3 points in the bag, boom. That's the only Instagram captions I need from you, bro. I don't need no philosophical Shakespeare type shit, nigga. I've had enough.
We're in this.
Bro,
We're in this together.
Mad, yeah? No, I said I'm not mad at the performance and whatever, yeah. But when it comes to Bozo Bob, yeah, Bozo Bob will hear from me, bro. He's bro. How you Spanish, yeah? How you Spanish and light skin and have the most British accent of all time?
Bro, you should be, bro. If you're Spanish and light skin, bro, nothing should be going past your goal, bro.
But nah, here I am. Look at me. I'm immune for the TikTok cameras, bro. Look at me. Oh, look, I have a slick jawline, bro. Nigga, fix your receding hairline. There's a reason you're Bozo Bob, bro. Man, I've had enough of this.
I can kind of understand. I can kind of understand why Brighton let him go, bro. Because Brighton was seeing something Chelsea weren't.
Oh, for sure. I can see why. We paid 20 M's for this nigga, bro. 20 M's. Man. Allow it. But anything else? Oh, Colwell. Yeah, I hope Colwell up there is that's my preview, innit? I said a lot of shit. I talked a lot of shit. I know Aaron's gonna watch this, yeah, and Aaron's gonna be on my case. You know what, yeah? Hey,
a lot of shit.
Lawrence, let me not talk
a lot.
Let me not talk on your centre back after this weekend, bro. Let me not talk, bro. At least mine said on the pitch 90 minutes. At least mine said on the pitch, bro.
Hey, look. That wasn't my 8. Let's be real here. I know my CD got sent off, but that wasn't his fault. Because you know the person who I opened that club, you know whose fault it was, bro. Because out of all the players he could have passed it to. Now let me save this. Let me save this for my.
You know what? Yeah.
Because bro, the way I watched that match, and I was just like, why on earth would you even like? Oh my lord! Wait, let me get to the Arsenal segment in a bit, but let's finish your.
Yeah, but anyways, flipping Colwell. I thought Colwell grew into the game. Shaky start, yeah, we all saw that. We all saw the 15-minute period. But I thought after that 15-minute period, he grew into the game. He was normal Colwell after that. Picking out passes left, right, and center, was able to defend. He did better when it came to covering defenses than I thought he would be. I thought Tussin was the poor center back this game. He was poor. It was unlike what I expected from Tussin, to be honest. But you know who surprised me? By their shield when he came on. Nigga, for the past 9 months, I've been asking for you to be this commanding centre-back that you showed us under Graham Potter. The one that will be aggressive. The one that's not afraid of no one trying to budge up to you. But so against Ghent, you want to be some bozo. But all of a sudden, Anfield, 70,000 fans screaming, "You'll never walk alone." Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, and all these guys coming up to you, and you decide, yeah, look at me. You might want to chat to me, bro. Come chat to me, and I'm showing you.
Hey, bro, Anfield does something to players, bro. Anfield does something to players, bro. Anfield has players in the performance.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, this is where you kick on. Bro. Oh my days, man. This is where you have to kick on. Because you can't give me this performance, yeah? I'm not turning up the next. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, bro. So, but the shield. I'm giving you until January. I'm giving you until January, bro. If you can kick on from this performance and give me consistency, I'm a happy man. I'll be a happy man. Anything else I want to say on this game? I'm happy Reece James is back. Reece James, I'm very happy he's back. I think him starting the game confirmed my suspicions of he wasn't injured. It was just Nathan. Nathan, don't let me catch you, bro. Reece James did. The only thing I can criticize Reece James on is letting Curtis Jones go because he tried to play an offside trap instead of actually following his man. That's the thing I'll give Reece James criticism for and he's prone to that. He has been prone to that. It's something I would like him to sharpen up on. Just follow your man into the box, bro. No need to be playing these offside traps and all that, especially when it's a in swinging cross like that. Especially against Arsenal, because we all know Saka is dangerous when it comes to crosses like those. So he's gonna have to turn up when it comes. So actually, just following in that late run or whatever. But overall, as I said, I think Reece James set in that game at the weekend confirmed my suspicions off. It was an injury. It was just discomfort from coming back from a long-term injury. You get me? He played all of this season, and so obviously he's gonna feel pain or whatever. But he was seen on the training pitch, like full training. Like when was it? What was the last game before international break? Forest. It was the week before Forest. He was seen in full training. So as I said, it was just discomfort, and I don't think it was any injuries. But now he's not in our Conference League squad. Same with Lavia, same with Palmer. So nice, handy 1 game a week settings until at least February, and we'll be okay. Just don't give me no injuries, bro. But hey, I'm happy he's back. I am very happy he's back. And Mandem, I'm gonna have to go. But before I leave, I'm gonna give you my player of the week. My player of the week is gonna go to Mohamed Salah. But yeah, I appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys viewing. Lawrence and Joyce, have a good one. Yeah, take care.
Love, my bro. Love.
Take care. All right.
Okay. All right. 2-man job now. Okay. I assume that like you have ran through the Chelsea game now. Yeah, you've run through everything. That's it. Perfect.
So, do you want to do the honors, or we should get all the depressing fixtures out there and we leave the best to last?
Yeah. Do you know what? Let me just bring a bit of joy into the conversation, because the last 30 minutes he was just ranting. So let's bring a bit of positivity. Let's bring a bit of positivity. The only positivity for the week, right? Between the three of us. So exactly, bro. So obviously, look, Man United 2, Brentford 1. I mean, before people think I'm getting too gassed or anything like that, look, I know that this is just a phase, that this is just a one-off game. So let's not get too gassed. Let's not go crazy. I've seen people on social media already talking as if 2 weeks ago they weren't asking for this manager's head. So this is how this is how vulnerable, and this is how easily misled this fan base are when it comes to results and when it comes to the team. But overall the performance was better than what we've seen lately from the team this season. So it's probably one of our better performances this season. We know what Brentford bring. Brentford have been like they've guaranteed you a goal every game. They've scored a goal almost every game they go in. So we knew it was not going to be an easy game from the start. Brentford came in. They came in with a clear intention. We just try stay solid. We just try stay compact. If we get a goal in between, great. We play on from that. And that was the game plan. They made it clear from the get go. They got the goal just right at the break of heart, or just right towards halftime. With the lead off the pitch. I don't know if people are reading too much into that. I feel like I just feel like that goal was one of them ones that it was just going to happen here, whether the leak was on the pitch or not. It was one of those ones that was going to happen, you know. So we go into halftime, a goal down, and you start thinking, oh, the bells start ringing, the same conversations start happening, you know. But like going to the second half, we looked a bit better. I don't know what was said. I wonder what was said in the changing room. But we looked a whole lot better. You know, the two goals, good goals as well from Garnacho and Hoyland. These are two players that I still have question marks about them, but you know, good goals from them. Hoyland is still coming back from injury, so he's still going to be a bit rusty. Like in the game, even like his touches weren't great. His holding up of the ball wasn't that great, so he's still a bit rusty. So I'm going to give him time as well. Garnacho, good goal. Didn't have a great game himself. Garnacho, Rashford, like all the players that were involved in our goals. Bruno, Rashford, Garnacho, and Hoyland. Like individually, they neither of them had a good game, but somehow they all got involved, you know, to get us the victory. All four of them got involved, you know, with the goal. Good pass by Bruno, just a good layoff. Rashford, good ball in, good first touch from Garnacho. So we scored really, really good goals. But I'm not gonna sit down here and say that, you know, at this game we flipping blazed through Brentford and we absolutely destroyed them and ripped them apart. Like it wasn't that type of a game. It really weren't that type of a game. So good win, important win at a good time for the manager's sake. But still, there's still a lot of the problems that we've been talking about all season. There's still a lot of problems. A lot of the problems had been masked up, you know, by this performance, by this win. But now it's gonna be interesting to see. Now we're playing midweek against Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how we go into that game now, with the players having a bit more confidence. But overall, I'm not gonna get too mad. You know, 3 points is 3 points. No matter how it comes, you take it either way. But the performances do need to get better. The performances need to get better. The message on the pitch needs to get better. The idea needs to get better. We need to know what we're doing. You know, sometimes, bro, I don't. I kid you not. I don't even know who's actually in charge on like on the touchline, whether it's Van Nistelrooy or whether it's Ten Hag. But it's just not much of a shit show at the moment, you know. But you know what? A win is a win, you know. So the problems are still the same. So I'm not gonna come and get too giddy and act like we didn't get thumped by Liverpool the week before. We didn't get thumped by Spurs. I'm not gonna act like that. You know, it's a good win against a good team, but that's just it, a good win. You know, hopefully this is something we can build on from. But nonetheless, this manager still ain't good enough. It's still intentions are still the same. This manager needs to go. The sooner he can go, the better. But then again, we do take the win, bro. We do take the win. Did you get to see the
I
game by
didn't watch
any
the game,
chance?
so I didn't get to see the game unfortunately. So I can't say too much. I seen highlights. Two very well taken goals. Nothing you can really do about the first goal. It's just poor defending again. But yeah, as you said, that's already been an issue. So you're not too surprised. But I only watched the highlights. I actually could not watch the United game. But you know, when I see the result, I did say something dodgy is gonna happen this week, bro. So United want something dodgy. It's gonna happen in the film this week. And what do you know? Arsenal and Chelsea both winning, and then United fan gets the United fan is not on the losing end for once, bro. We actually cannot banter. We don't have Ten Hag talks today for the first time in what, like 8 weeks, bro.
Literally.
But look, like you said, it's a good win. It's a good win. Hopefully you can build up from that. But yeah, look, there's nothing more we can say. Like, you know, you won the game. We can't exactly, you know, tear into Ten Hag. Like, we still know he's a fraud, but he can only beat what's in front of him. Still, he can only beat what's in front of him.
No, do you know? I think this might be the first week where we've won and both Liverpool and both Arsenal and Chelsea have
Yeah,
not won.
it is.
I think
Yeah.
so. Look, I'm gonna milk this and enjoy it while it lasts, bro. For sure.
Don't worry,
look,
don't worry. He be back to it next week, bro. We'll be 10 hack talks. We'll continue next week, bro. Don't worry, guys.
I know, I know.
We're going on a short break, but next week we'll be back. We will be back. We will be
Hey,
back, guys. Don't worry, don't worry.
hey, who knows? Who knows, bro? We're playing West Ham on the weekend. So look,
Yeah.
you
Hey,
know,
do you know what?
it could
Speaking,
go, it could go either way, bro. West Ham are cooked at the same time, so it could go either way, bro.
oh my
Either
god,
way.
bro.
But no,
What did you make of Muhammad Kudus? What did you make of Muhammad Kudus scrapping the whole team?
hey, bro, I didn't see the game. Yeah, I
Bro,
just seen the story. I just seen the story on social media, but I was like, surely it's not as bad as people are making out to seem. And then I
this
saw
guy
the
went to
clip,
all the
bro.
smoke.
I saw the clip. I was like, whoa, bro. I don't know what. I don't know how he must have been possessed. I don't know what happened to him, bro.
Bro, he
Bro, just
crashed that, bro. He said, "Nah, I want to smoke with everyone, bro. Let's run it, bro. Let's run it, bro."
bro, literally said anyone can get it, can get it, bro. Literally, bro. He said anyone can get it, bro. Today, bro. Like I don't understand what went through his mind
bro,
because like my man scored a
bro,
goal, bro. So
apparently, from what I heard, because I have a few West Ham supporters, apparently they think like obviously like West Ham haven't been playing good, but apparently Kudus has been saying that like the team is not performing up to the standard that they're supposed to, and like he feels like there's no apparently this is what like a West Ham fan has been saying that from what he's heard that like apparently Kudus ain't been happy with the standards of performances that he feels like the players aren't as ambitious as him. So like like Kudus like obviously Jared Bowen Kudus there scoring goals, but apparently he's just not happy with the performances. That he feels like they're scoring goals, but they're giving the opposition basically the 3 points by the time they get the the game finishes. But that's
nah, that's funny, because like I was like because we were on the break as well. Like we were on the international break, I think, obviously like last week. So
Mm.
like I was watching like the Ghanaian fans, bro, were giving it to him, bro. They were like, this guy should not be our captain.
yeah,
He
yeah,
should not.
yeah, yeah.
They were going ham at him, bro. Like so, like both internationally and club wise, bro. He's just things have
But,
just been
but
going
he's the
steady.
best player they have. I don't think Ghanaians realize that he's the best player they have, man. He's the best player.
I,
He's that bro. If you look back at he's been their score. He's been the goal scorer, bro. He's been their goal scorer for the last like 5 games, bro. Like, bro, it's just like exactly. Ghana has been terrible as well, bro. I think have they fully? I think it's fully confirmed that they haven't qualified for this year's AFCON. Apparently,
oh, I'm
they
not
lost
sure if
to
it's fully
Sudan.
confirmed now.
Or is it not
Oh,
fully confirmed? No, they still have a chance. Yeah.
I don't think it's fully confirmed yet. I think they still have a chance to
Oh,
qualify,
okay.
but
They're in
yeah.
danger. Let's just put it that way. They're in danger of not qualifying. They're in danger of not
For
qualifying
sure,
if they
bro.
lose the next game. Yeah, they're in danger of not qualifying. I thought it was fully confirmed because I've seen things that Ghana haven't qualified, but if it's not confirmed, they definitely are in danger. They need Sudan to so they need Richie's saying they need Sudan to lose both games. Okay, fair enough. If Sudan get one more point, they're true, and then Ghana is out. That's crazy. Nah, Kudus bro. I love Kudus bro. But bro, when I seen that clip, I didn't even watch the match. I just seen the fight clip because that was the thing that was trending. Bro, that guy was having none of it, bro. That guy
Yeah, but
was
bro,
having
this is what I'm saying, bro. My man got a goal, bro. So he was in good
Mm,
form. He was in good confidence, bro,
mm,
in the game, bro. Like, so
mm,
there was no need for that shit to happen. I don't understand.
mm.
It's not like he was
Yeah.
having a shit game and things just weren't working for him. He bagged the goal, a decent goal, a scrappy goal, but it's a goal, bro. And then I don't know why that happens. It's just like anyone can get it, bro. Like, how are you slapping two guys in the space of 2 minutes, bro? Like,
It
man.
was so he scored in the 18th minute. They were one up. Then Kulisevsky equalized at 36. Then it was 36. Then Basuma scored a 52. Yeah, Basuma scored a 52. Ariola scored an OG, made a 3-1 to Spurs. And then Son scored a fourth goal in the 60th minute. And then in the 84th minute, 85th minute, Kudus just had enough. Kudus said, yeah, fuck that, bro.
Allow it.
I've seen enough.
Nah, that's
Kudus
too
said,
funny, man.
hey, funny enough, the next game is against Man United, bro. Bro was like, do you know what? I will watch from the stand and you can see how shit this team is, bro.
Hey, bro. My man
Nah,
said,
I just
"Hey,
think
I
I just
cannot
think
play
Kudus
against my
just
manager, bro." Hey, Ten Hag used to manage him, so he said, "Out of respect, bro, I'm not gonna do the madness, bro. So let me just
I
get
know,
sent
I
off."
know, I know.
Nah, but to be fair, whether he got sent off or not, the game was gone. Like you called it out there. The game was done anyways.
Yeah,
But
anyways, yeah. I just think he made it
it's
worse
just
for
funny
himself.
though.
Like he knew they weren't getting back in the game. He knew they weren't getting back in the game. He was just like, fuck this.
But you know what? That makes the coach's life easy because now the conversation is just about Kudus, not about the actual result and performance. It's just Kudus.
There we
Why
go.
Kudus?
There we
Why?
go.
Yeah.
Kudus take one for the team, bro. Manager doesn't
Yeah.
have to go to the press
But
about his performance. It's just, hey, welcome to Kudus,
by the
bro.
way,
It's like, I don't know, bro. Talk to him.
before we move on, since he's sent off, do you think now this is Somerville's time? Because I remember we're having this conversation at the start of the season about Somerville.
Yeah. It's gonna be a trick. Hey, he's coming into a very big game next week. That's all I'm gonna say. He's coming to a very, very, very big game next week. So it will be interesting to see what he's done. But I think he can do a job. I think I have no doubt about his ability. I think he can do a job.
All right, fair enough. Fair. All right. Before we end this, I know the people. We cannot just act as if there wasn't a pool party at the end of the game week on Saturday. You know, we cannot just forget that nothing happened at 5:30 kickoff. We cannot just go on without talking about the big game, the big one, the final one of the Saturday night, the big Bournemouth Arsenal.
This guy,
The game
he's
everyone was
giving me a
waiting
whole
for.
last intro, bro.
Hey, bro, you deserve it,
Hey,
bro.
this is what big clubs deserve, bro. Only big clubs like this deserve intros like this, bro.
Hey, bro, you deserve it. I
Nah,
was saying
bro.
to you, bro.
You know what, man?
I was saying to you on the group chat, bro. Like all season long, bro. I was looking at like all your thumbnails, bro. You've just been smiling, bro. All your thumbnails, all season. I've just been smiling, bro. Like it had to happen, bro. It had to happen, bro. But you know what? Yeah, the floor is all yours, my bro. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Guys. The end makes sense of that. First loss away in 2024. I don't know, man. I don't know where we go from here, but you know, it's a big one. Do you know what? Because I'm going to be honest with you, and like I like this Arteta guy. You know, I love him, but my eyes are starting to open up a bit about this manager. And people will call me, "Oh, you're being too reactionary." But I was seeing some stuff on social media, and I was seeing some stuff that I do agree with. But with that match, this is their third red card in 8 games. And you know, I'm not trying to be biased in here. You know, I've had some people agree with me, I've had some people disagree with me. You could probably make three cases for all of those red cards, you know. Do you know what? I think this is even more. I think this is even more. Out of the three, I think this is even more like I don't think you can even argue this record with the Saliba got. The Rights and Trossard one, maybe you could, but the Saliba one, you definitely can't. Like you know, Trossard, you know, and like Richie knows. I don't care how many goals this guy has scored from us. I still have not forgiven him. I still have not forgiven him, and you know he did something so stupid today. Sorry, on Saturday. I'm like, bro, Saliba's on the halfway line. You're getting pressured. You have who was in the middle? You had Mikel Merino, you had Thomas Partey. Fuck, you even had Kai Havertz in front of you, and you chose to lob passes where Evan Nilsson and where Evan Nilsson and Saliba is, where Evan Nilsson facing towards goal side. If that ball goes wrong, it doesn't land where Saliba is. Evan Nilsson touches it and he goes away. I can't blame Saliba for what he did. I would look. Do you know what? Do you know what? I would have backed him. I would have backed him and Benny Blanco to maybe get back in time and stop that. Stop. If it was a case that Evan Nilsson was through goal and he was running, I would have backed Saliba or Benny Blanco to get back and make a tackle. But in terms of what Saliba did, I can't blame him because he wasn't expecting that ball. You could see when he took that touch, he was not like when the ball came down, he was not expecting to get the ball there. He was not. He was just like, "What the fuck is happening here?" And Evan Nilsson, he's ready. He's seen what's happened. He's ready to pounce on that mistake and get ready to go to goal. And unfortunately, Saliba pulled him down. It's a yellow. I do think when I did see the yellow, I was thinking red straight away because he's the last man. He's like the furthest back. Benny Blanco just nearly right beside him. But when I seen VAR intervening, that's kind of new. Yeah, VAR is just gonna give it straight. VAR is just gonna tell him to send him straight off. And I don't think that was the wrong decision. And if any Arsenal fan, I know we've been so unlucky with red cards, but I will say, guys, as Gunners fans, this is the one red card you can't disagree about. This is something where we should be blaming Trossard for playing a hell of a suicide pass back to Saliba because you could have played it anywhere in the pitch. Why did you have to give it to a centre back who has a striker on top of him? You don't do that, and that's what killed us. The red card killed us, and from there, I like even the lineup. Forget about the match. Even looking at that lineup, we had a lineup of Sterling, Trossard, oh man, the lineup did my headache. Like defense was okay. Defensively, it was okay. That's the back four we play. The midfield, the front line, shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking. And I did say this in my match review. You could just tell we had no Saka, no Odegaard. Where was the creativity gonna come from? People are looking at Mikel Merino. Lads, Mikel Merino's been out for a month with a shoulder injury. You can't expect him to just turn up out the blue. That's not how it works. He needs to ease in. He needs to adapt to our play style. There was no one in that team that could create a chance for us. And I know we had chances, but they literally came from Bournemouth giving the fucking ball. Giving them a fucking ball away. When we're giving the ball to Arsenal, and Arsenal just will manage to find themselves an attacking scenario. But other than that, it was shocking. There's no way. I'm sorry. I know a red card makes things harder, but I seen Gary Neville. I hate Gary Neville, but he said something there. Gary Neville said something, and I totally agree with it. 10 men Arsenal last year would have probably gone and won that game. 100%. And I 100% agree with him. 100%. 100%. I know we didn't have Saka, we didn't have Odegaard, but it doesn't matter. 10 men Arsenal will probably have still found a way from last season to go and fucking win that game. 100%. Absolutely 100%. There's no denying that. And this is where I come back with Arteta now because I'm kind of opening my eyes. I love what he's done. I love how he's transformed my club. I know he's got the fans, wanted to watch Arsenal again. He's got everyone wanting to watch Arsenal again. I don't want to be overreactionary, but I do want to make one statement, and I want this to be a staple statement. I don't think he's an attacking manager. And I know we've scored goals for fun. I know we've scored a lot of goals. I don't think he is an attacking manager. I think he's a manager that's happy to defend until an opportunity arises. And to be honest, I think that's what's killing us. I think that is what is killing us as a team. Because I'm telling you, 10 men Arsenal, we should be beating Bournemouth. I don't care what anyone says. Oh man, you think you're so high? No, I can understand where people are coming from, but I'm telling you right now, as an Arsenal fan, we should have won that game yesterday, regardless of what happens. If we want to be challengers for the title, you have to get the job done, no matter what happens. No matter what happens, I know we had no people say, but we have no Saka and no Odegaard. It doesn't matter. City were missing De Bruyne and Roger for half the season. They still won the league. And that City, I know, but don't get me wrong. City have world-class players in every position. Don't get me wrong. But big teams that win titles find a way, no matter what. Fucking Guardiola scored a fucking screamer with his fucking weak foot to bring City back into the game. These are big teams who find ways to win games. That's what we need. That is what we need. We don't need, like, it's so frustrating because people are gonna say I'm overreacting, but it was really an eye opener for me watching Arsenal on Saturday. That red card. Yes, yes, it was harsh, but it was the right decision. I'm not saying I hate Arteta, but for me, what's very evident now to see is he took off Raheem Sterling for Jakub Kivior. I wouldn't have done that. Why you take? I know it's a centre back. Just play a back three. Play a back three. Take the risk. I'm happy to play with a back three as long as we're able to, say we're down a man, but we stood. I would happily, if it was a case we lost 2-0, but we played a back three and we took the game to Bournemouth, I would be happy with that. But no, the first thing he does takes. Now, I'm not saying Raheem Sterling's the greatest of players. Don't get me wrong. He's had a great career, whatever. I'm not saying he's the best of players, but that is an attacking player we lost out because Arteta felt the need that we need to secure um um a fucking to keep a clean sheet, defend wherever. Take the risk. Take the risk. Like I said, I would have rather preferred if we played a three back or played back three, overload the midfield, overload the wings, and take the game to Bournemouth, and we lost 2-0. Because at least we know we actually tried. It just didn't work because that Saliba card costed us. Then stick with a back four and have no creativity. No one's looking to make something happen. And Bournemouth, rightfully so, they took their goals incredibly well. They took their goals incredibly well. And there's nothing I can complain about. One from a set piece, which was brilliantly worked. You can tell they've all been practicing at the training ground. A penalty. If you watch my match review, I still don't believe it was a penalty. I think Evan. Now, obviously, an IQ of a striker, if the keeper is coming out, you're always gonna make it look like you're running to him to get the penalty. And that's a smart move. You can't blame it because you want your striker to do the same thing. I personally don't think it's a penalty. I think he's looking for us, but regardless of the fact that it was 2-0, and Arteta for me, in that sense, I'll say it now, Ethan Wanieri has to start. If Odegaard is gonna be out for a couple of while, no matter how long Arteta's trying to bullshit saying he's not out for this long, and Ethan Wanieri needs to start. His cameo, probably the best cameo. And I'm not saying the Arsenal players were bad. I was just saying there's no creativity. There was no one trying to make anything happen in that game. We were just happy to defend for what? For another 45 minutes without creating the chances. Martinelli, I know he had a good chance. He should have finished that. But other than that, what other chances did we really have in the game? There was nothing there for Arsenal to, make something out of nothing happen there. And I just think with Arteta, like I said, I'm very happy how he's turned this Arsenal team around. But if he has to walk away this season, I wouldn't say no. And like as Richie said, he's too afraid to take risks, and I think that's what's gonna kill us in this title race. He's too afraid. Like I said, I keep going, but I would have happily played with a back three because do you know what? We have one of the best defenses in the league. If you're so sure we have one of the best defenses in the league, take the gamble with the three back. Play Wise, play Gabriel, play Calafiore as the three back. Keep that midfield four. Have that flat four and have the front three up. Or maybe have a 3-5-2. Take the risk, Arteta, because this is what kills us. This is exactly what kills us. We should be beating Bournemouth with 10 men. And that's no disrespect to Bournemouth, but we should be beating them. We should be beating them, regardless of if we got a red card or not. We should be beating them. It's 3 points dropped. It's 3 points dropped, and these games count, especially when we're in tight races. These games do count. And if it comes back to a thing where we look at this Bournemouth game, and because it happens for Arsenal fans anyways, we look at games, we won, we lost, and it's just very frustrating. And I know I'm going a bit of a rant, but I won't lie to you guys, I watched the game again after I watched it the first time because I was just struggling to see, I'm not saying we have the best team in the world, but I think we have a good enough squad to compete. But like it just didn't make any sense to me. It just didn't. it just didn't make anything. It didn't make sense to me on Saturday. I don't see how we couldn't. I don't see how we couldn't make anything happen there. It's just it was really, I wouldn't even say heartbreak, which is really really disappointing. It was just really really disappointing. And like Richie saying here, like, from my point of view, Saka is my best player, but do you know what is? They're both equally as important. Um, they're both equally as important. I don't think you can have one without the other. I think because that right hand side is just the core of that team. But for me, it's just, man, it's just like people are saying, oh, there's no need for Hellas and that. It's just that when you open your eyes and you realize, yes, we're playing well, but you want to win a trophy. Every Arsenal fan is looking for a trophy. I can't do another year of coming second. I'll take an FA Cup, but we should really be taking the league. But if Arteta's gonna be doing this, it's not gonna happen. And I know we're only 8 games in. I would say on out. If Arteta's not ready to take risks, and he's gonna every time something like this happens, he's just gonna play defense, have a five back of defenders, and have no one attack. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Saka is a phenomenal player, but Saka is not gonna hit a long range shot from 30 yards and pray goes in. No, it's not gonna happen. We need to take risks. I'd rather take risks knowing that we tried rather than playing a five back and defend for another 45 minutes, knowing that we did fuck all. Because exactly what happened against Bournemouth. We did fuck all after that red card. Apart from the Martinelli chance, fuck all happened. And this is something where Arteta needs to look at because, we're playing the Champions League against Shakhtar Donetsk tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm going to be watching that game. I want to see what he does because, we have, like, that will be a game, but Champions League is football is different to Premier League football. But we're playing Liverpool. We're playing Liverpool next week. We have no Saliba. This would be a test. If I see a very defensive formation lined up, that's it. That's it. And I know we don't have Saliba. Don't get me wrong. I know it is suicide. We don't have Saliba, but I'm telling you, Saliba is not the only good defender we have. That back line is well capable of withholding Liverpool. I honestly believe that. I honestly do believe we have one of the best defenses in the league to neutralize that Liverpool team. Chelsea, they're a very good squad. I wouldn't say we could go like for like in terms of a squad, but look how they played. They took a risk. They knew they were not up to Liverpool standards, but they still took a game to them. They were unlucky not to get a point due to some refereeing decisions. But anyone who watched that match will tell you that Chelsea played better than Liverpool on Sunday. And if I'm seeing Arteta playing, double pivot with very four defensive centre backs, I know the game is lost. Because Liverpool will just have to be patient because someone will slip up in that midfield or defense and a goal will happen. If Arteta has his head on straight, he takes the game to Liverpool. We're at home, by the way. We're at home. We're not away. We're at home to Liverpool. So if Arteta is being smart, he would take a risk. He would take a risk. He'll play the players that would suit him to go out there and get all 3 points. People would say you're being too reactionary. It's one loss. As Joyce said, it's the first loss, away loss in 2024. But anyone who watched that game from start to finish, regardless of the red card, because it is a red card, I don't want anyone here telling me it wasn't a red card because it was a red card, will know there was serious lack of creativity, and that is a huge issue. Our only opportunities came from Bournemouth giving back possession. And we're usually known for suffocating teams. We suffocate teams, home and away. And the fact that nothing was able to happen because we had no creative players, that's a sign. That's a danger sign. And if we don't take care of that issue, it will hurt us. More teams will be able to play against us. And I'm not saying we need to get Saka and Odegaard are not our solutions. Yes, we would love to have them back in the squad. But as I said, big teams that will challenge for titles find a way with whatever resources they have available to them to win games. And if Arteta wants to take that step there, he's going to have to take risks. He's he's no longer, I love him, but he's no longer, oh, Mr. Manager, all this guy, oh yeah, we love him, we love his enthusiasm. We know he's got these Arsenal players playing again. The question he needs to ask himself, can he take them to the next step? Because after that poor Bournemouth performance, it's raising questions for me. And I've been a die-hard defender Arteta fan, but after that Bournemouth, it's opened my eyes. It's opened my eyes. It's opened my eyes to certain theories, speculations that I have about this manager. Because you can't, but it's not like Bournemouth. They're not Liverpool. They're not City. They're not United. You could play a back three against them. You could take the risk. I just don't know. I'm just confused. I'm just lost and confused. I just don't know why he just didn't take the risk. But that's my segment on the game. Sorry if I went a little rant. I know people would say it's 10 lost, boss. I can't take another second place finish this year. I'll put out you straight out. I can't take another second place finish. But that's my speech in the game.
Hey, bro, don't stress, bro. This is therapy, bro. Look, we're here for each other. After all, this is football talk. It's therapy. When you need it, bro, I will always be here for you. Do you know what I mean?
Don't worry, you're gonna be back here next week, bro. Don't act like you ain't gonna be back here next week, bro.
No, but you know what? Yeah, bro. Like that's been my opinion on Arteta all like almost since he's been appointed as your manager. Like I've always seen that like from him because I know I don't watch Arsenal week in week out, but like I watch Arsenal close enough to be able to tell that he's that kind of he's a pragmatic manager. That's why I hate when the fan base come and paint him out to be someone that he's not. Maybe I assume that more so that's because of the what you call it. That's because of the Spanish the Spanish culture that he's Spanish and that he was under Pep. I think I've said this on the stream before, like just because he's Spanish and just because he's come from La Masia and he's been under Pep, people paint him to be a Pep region or to be this kind of tiki-taka attacking manager that he's not, and which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being the type of manager that he is. Like in all honesty, I like the type of manager that he is, but I just don't like people misprofiling him, people making him out to be someone that he's not. That's what I hate, because there's been too many games. Your performances are clear enough to tell that this guy is not an attacking manager. But my thing is like, why, Larry? Why did it take you until this game for you to sit down and be saying all this? That he's not all this and all that.
Do you know what it is? I'll be honest. You see what you said there. These are people that like let's not be honest. Let's not be honest, and let's put the bias aside. Man United, if Arteta left Arsenal the next day and we got a new coach, don't act like Ten Hag wouldn't be out the door and they bring in Arteta. 100% they would. 100%. You can't tell me if Ten Hag got the boot next door and Arteta just decided I'm leaving Arsenal next week. He's going to United. He's going 100%. And United fans would think, well, we've seen what he's done at Arsenal. He got rid of big players. He got rid of egos. He got rid of players who didn't believe in the philosophy. He would revamp that club again. That's what he would do. That's what Arteta would do. He would get you playing football again, which is exactly what he did to Arsenal. We had a shit team. He got rid of Aubameyang. He got rid of Lacazette. Look, do you know what? Like, there's some players who I didn't wish he got rid of, but he did it for the greater good of the team. He did it for the greater good to get them back to where they belong, and I'll always thank him for that. But I like people say, oh, like you're saying, why? I don't think it's not even a case where he's been a bad manager. He's been a phenomenal manager. I don't think he's anywhere near Pep. Don't get me wrong. He's nowhere near level Pep, and I don't know who's saying he's. I don't know who's saying he's on level Pep, but he's nowhere near that. He's far. He is far from that. But it's just this game that opened my eyes. That game, especially with the improved defense, of Timber coming back, Calafiori coming back, we have these players. We've seen how ridiculous Timber is starting of the season. We've seen how Calafiori has been, such an aggressive defender. I know Timber wasn't playing, but a back between Ben White, Gabriel, and Calafiori, that's a very good defense. I don't see why you couldn't play a three back. I really don't see why you couldn't play a three back. I really don't.
Yeah, but Larry, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, bro, like this performance that you had against Bournemouth, like I know you had the red card, but it's nothing different to it's very similar to a lot of the performances you've had this season or
But
last
see,
season. So
these performances were they were also at the start of the season, but they weren't. We were kind of ahead in the league, and I think that's why he got away with it. Is because we maybe were a couple. Liverpool could have lost on the weekend. City could have drawn on the weekend, and we were slowly, gradually pulling away. And then when we had blips, it was just like, okay, we're still 3 points clear, 5 points clear. These performances, you could just brush over and hope, we have to keep under pressure. But this performance now, it's a 3-horse race again. Don't get me wrong, it's a 3-horse. It could be a 4-horse race now. It actually could be a 5-horse race if Villa and Chelsea keep winning games. But like what the thing is now, look, we're third now. Liverpool have gone top. City are on top. I think, is there a 2-point difference there now? But Liverpool, we know how Liverpool and City are. They're not gonna. I know Liverpool had a blip against Forest. They lost 1-0. But Liverpool are on top. They're gonna ride on this momentum. City, they're getting very lucky. They're scraping, but like I said, top teams find a way with their resources to get the win. They gotta win. They gotta win. That's all matters. They got the 3 points and they got away. It's not. It wasn't convincing. It was not convincing. We both know that. But they got the win. Whereas Arsenal, they lost. They lost. And I honestly, it's not the end of the world. It's very early days in the league. It's very, very early days in the league. But we gotta be honest here. We can't sit back and be like, oh, it's just like, it was a blip. Because there were so many things in-game management he could have done to even maybe grind out a draw. Not even a win, a draw. There's so many things he could have done. I don't think this is a thing where people can say, oh, Arteta's a fraud and stuff like that. People might look at me and saying, oh, well, he's saying it like, surely that. But no, it does not. I am not agreeing with people saying that, oh, he's a fraud, he's not the right manager for the job. I think he's a phenomenal manager. I think anyone who was chatting shit beforehand was just jealous because they know their clubs have been stuck in ruts for years and they would kill for a man for like Arteta to come in and fix a team, which is done with Arsenal. That's what it is. I don't think it's a case where I hate him, but that former performance has been raising questions about him. Just a little bit. That's all. That's literally all it is. That performance alone just has been raising questions about him. That's really it, man.
no, that's absolutely fair enough, my bro. That's look like myself, like personally, I have no problems with Arteta. I rate him as well. Like Jose is my favorite manager of all time. So
Mm.
like I like Arteta. Like I said, I like his style. I appreciate that he's a very pragmatic type of manager. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the
Mm.
misprofiling that annoys me. The misprofiling, the making him out to be someone that he's not, is what annoys
Mm.
me the most. And as Arsenal fans, like there is nothing wrong with Arteta just being that manager who's gonna, like, what's the word?
Mm.
Who's gonna just what you call it, take you to the levels just before you win the league. He I don't think he's gonna be the manager to make you win the
No,
league.
yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't achieve anything this year, I think the Arsenal board just definitely have to look at it saying, look, we appreciate everything you've done. Because this is what I don't want to happen. Because it's been a long time since Arsenal have tasted any success. And this has been the closest we've had. What I don't want to happen is for us to get complacent coming second and third. This is not, I don't want this to become the norm. I think, let him stay, let him do his thing. If he don't win trophies for us, because we have Saliba, like Real Madrid are looking for Saliba, bro. And if Saliba decides to join Real Madrid, I can't blame him, bro. He wants to go win trophies. If Arsenal can provide that, if Arteta can provide that for him, you can't blame the man. You can't blame the man. I would hate for it to happen, but we need to understand Real Madrid have generational pull. You don't say no to Real Madrid, bro. There's very few players who said no to Real Madrid, bro. And look how their careers ended up, bro. When Real Madrid comes knocking, you answer. But I know Saliba would have the respect to talk about hash things out with Arteta, hash things out with Arsenal. Like, can you promise me this? Because this is a huge opportunity. I think he loves. I think he loves Arsenal with all his heart. I think he does. And it was very close how he didn't come back because he didn't think Arteta believed in him. And look at what him. He's one of the best centre backs in the world. But I think I don't want to become the norm where if we finish second again, we're happy to keep him. Because this can't happen. This can't happen. What's the point? I know Klopp, I know Liverpool and Klopp did it, but Klopp won every trophy available to him. There's a difference. Klopp
Exactly.
won every trophy. He was still coming second, but he won every trophy available to him. He won a Club World Cup, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League. Arteta, since he's came in, he's only won an FA Cup and and a Community Shield, bro. You know, and the Community Shield was when we're in the dog pen. It's not even. It's not even. It's not even. I don't even know if you call him Ranieri, because Ranieri actually won a title with Leicester. So I don't. You can't even call him. You can't even call him Ranieri, because Ranieri actually did the 5,000 to 1. I won the league. You know,
No,
Arteta
but,
has not.
Rich is right though. Rich is right that like if even with Chelsea, like before Jose, Ranieri had finished second with them. Like he just got them just about, but Chelsea
Hmm.
Abramovich knew that this guy was not going to be good enough to get us to that title,
No,
so he
hundred
went
percent,
ahead and got Jose. And it's
hundred
probably
percent.
the same with Arsenal as well. Arteta has got you as far as he can. You know, he's
Yeah.
done a good job, but he just might not be that man to just take
No,
you
I,
to
and
lifting
you
the
know,
trophy.
I don't want to say that. I want to give him till like before we go into the new year to analyze, because we'll probably have like a stream where we're going to talk about our clubs, um, performances throughout half the season. But as you said, Joyce, like like, I don't want to say he's not the man, but the performances onwards would definitely decide for me before the end of the year. I will know if he's not the man, because I know one result isn't everything. For all we know, this man could just go out and have a change of heart. And we start winning games, and we start winning big games. But I will know by the end of the year. But for me, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with it. I used to be, leaning towards, give him time. But the more I go back and look over the years, I'm on the fence now. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with him as the manager now. And if he leaves, it's going to be no hate. Like I said, this man made me want to watch Arsenal Football Club again, bro. He brought me back, because as people will know, we are a banter club. So this man, he brought joy. He brought what it means to play for the badge. He brought what it means to play for the club back into the club, bro. He has players playing for him, bro, and I can never thank him enough for that. But as every club wants, as our three fans want, we want bragging rights. Right now, I still don't have any. You know, the
No,
so-called
that's
shit Man United, Man United, bro. Fair play to Ten Hag. He's won 2 trophies before Arteta. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look for us, because every fan will always say bring up trophies. And unfortunately, that's the game. That's the game. Trophies are the only thing that will make people respect you as a manager, bro. That's all I'm going to say in it.
you
That's
couldn't
all
have
I'm going
said
to
it any better, man. But when it comes to time, we know Arsenal are good. We give him managers time, so I'm not worried about the time. I know he's gonna get the time, bro, for sure. You guys are gonna give him the time. It's just about, is it worth it giving him the time
say.
if he might
See,
not be the man? You know,
the manager market is scarce at the moment, so we do have to be very careful in what we do, because as I said, the manager market is scarce. We could go and let him go, and then get a manager who we think is going to do a job, and then just reverses back all the progress that has done over the years. So that's what you definitely don't want to happen. You want a manager who come in, you know, and take over from what Arteta's done and bring these players to the next level. Have I gotten a manager that will do that? Not yet, because you have to be very careful. I know I've named some other managers that would do for Man United and Chelsea, but yeah, and you know what? This hitting the nail on the head for me, because this is what killed us last year. This exactly what killed our title hopes last year. Big games, no problem, we'll get a result. Small games like Southampton, Leicester City, bro. How we letting James Justin score Roberto Carlos goal to draw the game 2-2, bro? Come on, like this statement hits the nail on the head, because this is what has happened with Arteta. Big games, the players will turn up, and there's not wrong with that. You need to turn up in a big game. Small games against relegation fodder, bottom half of the team. We're allowing these players. We're allowing this team to play like fucking playing Barcelona against us, bro. Bro. A small team You should just be able to bop it around them, bro. Score 5-0. Make them leave the stadium, pack it up, go home, bro. Don't make the job harder for yourself. I feel like that's what these players are doing. And I feel like that's what Arteta's doing. He's overthinking it when it comes to these small games. Bro, just play the way you have been playing. If you want to rotate the squad, make sure they're ready to play if you're going to rotate the squad. But other than that, just do what you're doing with the big games. Just blitz them and go home. Collect your 3 points and go home. And this statement has hit the nail on the head. This statement has hit the nail on the head.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Look, you've said it all, bro. You've said it all. But I still can't get the idea in my head. I still don't understand why, bro. Like, because like this game, like I know you've been talking about the blips and stuff. You know, the blips, like the game against Aston Villa last season, the games against Aston Villa, sorry, last season, the draws against Man City, all those little blips here and there. You know, these were happening with 11 men, bro. You know, and you never said nothing about these things, bro. And then the one time you lose against Bournemouth, 10 men.
Because Bournemouth is a team we should be beaten regardless of what happens.
Yeah, but
Aston Villa are respectful. I don't know, but listen. City, they're giants. It doesn't matter, bro. We know, bro. City's the DD of the Premier League, bro. No matter what you do against them, City will find a way to win. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. Aston Villa, I can respect them highly to be like, they're actually a good team to play against, bro. Like, now, obviously, the Aston Villa game was a bit careless because we just, bro, I did say, actually, when we were talking about this, I did say the reason we lost that game was we played Havertz in a fucking left centre mid, bro. Why this guy was like had 3 goals in the last 3 games as striker. Arteta goes, no, I'm gonna play him left centre mid, bro. He's had 3 goals in the last 3 games before last year against Aston Villa. Arteta said, nah, how can I make this game much harder for myself? Let's slap Havertz left centre mid, bro. Where we have Wright, we have Odegaard. Nah, let's play Havertz, bro. Let's bro, I'm sorry now, like, is there no one in that dressing room telling like, why the fuck are you playing him left centre mid when he scored 3 goals as a striker up top, bro? The team, and sorry now, the team functions so much better when he's up top as well. Because long balls, he wins them. Duels, he wins them. Headers, he's just a great hold-up striker that can play. I don't know why we're trying to play him left centre mid, where he's a tall dude, but bro, he don't need to win the few battles, bro. I just need him to put the ball in the back of the net, which has been very good for us. He's been phenomenal for, like, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but he's been very good for us. He scored a good couple of goals. He's on form. But like games where we lost, it was either this man was playing left centre mid or Arteta decided to do something crazy in game, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. That's it, really. That's it, really.
Yeah, but bro, you're even the Brighton game, you were chill, bro. You didn't react like this, bro. So I don't know. Maybe it's because you lost. That's why your reaction is
why?
different.
Like I said, when I watched this match, Joyce, see, with the other games, we were still able to create chances. That's my biggest issue. When there was plenty of chances created. I could see we were trying to score. I could see we were trying to get back into the game. Bro, if you watch the match, I still got that red card. Arteta put that made that substitution Sterling out for Kivior, and he was just happy to let Bournemouth come to him and defend for another 45 minutes. And obviously, I know we nearly did against City. We nearly got a masterclass of a win, but this is a Bournemouth away, bro. This is Bournemouth away, And I know we were at City away, but let's be honest, City don't have fans, and that stadium doesn't really, the atmosphere wouldn't even make you that shaky, You still be able to go to the Etihad and perform, It's not like Anfield where, the atmosphere will kind of put you off. The Etihad is not like that, bro. The Etihad is just an away stadium you could go and play your football, bro. Just have to focus on the game and you'll be chilling, bro. But see this one. See this Bournemouth game specifically, bro. Arteta was just happy to sit back and defend, bro. That's my problem. The other games, Villa, I know we lost, still created chances. Brighton still got we scored, we got back in the game. We got back in the game. City, we actually went up and then Trossard had to fuck it for us. And then if we did that against City, bro, everyone's talking about the heist of the century, bro. Everyone's if we win that game, if George Soto doesn't score that, it's like, oh, our Arsenal were resilient. Our Arsenal have a very hard penetrative defense. You can't break Arsenal down. If we won 2-1, that would have been the headlines. Not John Stones crashing it in injury time against us, bro. Oh, where do Arsenal go from here? Or people talk, oh well, this is what happens when you defend for 45 minutes. Shut up, bro. Look up, look at your past result. Not even you, not even, I'm not saying about Man United fans. I'm saying any big City side. Look at your results against City in the last 6 games. And tell me if you were down to 10 men, you wouldn't defend, bro. No, you would. The only team I could probably give respect, the only team that I do think that will probably take the game to them is Liverpool. And that's about the only team. Every other team is defending for their lives. 2-1, yeah, you're holding it, bro. And like to answer your question, Joyce, those games that I've mentioned, they were games where we created chances. You could see that we wanted to get back in the game. The game I watched Saturday, bro, I just accepted his fate and just said, yeah, let me just defend. And bro, Bournemouth were peppering us. So we couldn't even get our first gear. Bournemouth just said, well, if he's gonna defend. Man, everyone just said, increase the line. Just take the game to them. They're gonna if they want to defend, let them defend. Like as I think the main thing we've really tried to get around here is the defensive mentality this guy has. Because his first instinctive is to defend. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to challenge, you gotta find a balance in attacking and defending, bro. You can't just be like, I just defend and just pray, like, Saka gets a brilliant moment of magic. Odegaard finds a killer pass, and Havertz, wins a set piece, or we score from a set piece or something, bro. And I know we have been scoring from set piece. I get that, but bro, your luck with these things eventually runs out in the end, bro. And that's what he needs to understand, bro. I know we've been very good from set pieces. We've been, very good with, but your luck eventually runs out, bro. And what will you do when your luck runs out is what I'm trying to ask this manager, bro. I'm not saying he's not won us games convincingly, but there's been a few dodgy performances where he's gotten away with it. But what will you do when your luck eventually runs out is what I'm asking Arteta, bro. Because that happens. It happens. You will come against a team that knows how to defend you perfectly well. And when nothing else is working, what will you do? Will you just stay there and make the?
You don't think he's got a plan B?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying he's not gonna. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not entirely got a plan B, but because he plays so defensively minded, the only thing he can do is just defend again. I'm talking a plan B in terms of attacking. That's what I'm saying. I know he's got a plan A to Z for defending, but he has no plan B for attacking. That's my problem.
You know what? I can't argue with that, bro. I can't argue with that. You're spitting there. I cannot argue with that.
We know this guy can defend. We know this guy can defend. We know he has these players defending very well. But other than that, this man cannot get play. He doesn't have another attacking game plan, bro. It's just something I want to see him up his game on.
No, it's a good point, bro. Because these kind of situations, this is where you get found out in Europe in those important games, bro.
Exactly.
Like you go a goal down in the Allianz Arena. What next? You're right. So exactly. I cannot argue with you on that. But damn. Well, the therapy was well needed. So
I wouldn't even call it therapy. I just like it's not therapy for me. Because I seen people try to defend him. I'm like, why are you there defending him? Because like he didn't make the only tactical change he made was to play a back four when he went to man down. Saliba isn't everything in this team. We have other players that can defend and get the job done. Don't change the whole game plan just for one player, bro. You weren't counting on Saliba to score three headers from a corner, were you? No. Play the team. Just make in-game adjustments. That's what the best managers do. You wouldn't just change. Like, look, this is what. Look, I'll put it to you this way. I'll put it to you. So we played Saturday, okay? So Saliba got that red card in the 30th minute, yeah? He got that red card in the 30 minutes. Guess what minute Arteta made the substitution
Straight
to go back
after
into the back four? Guess what minute he made the substitution to get back to go back into the back four?
halftime.
Nope. Nope.
Go on, talk to me, bro.
47 minutes. 7 minutes after he got that red card. And bear in mind, we were still able to play. We had possession. We were still able to play football when we got that red card. So to make that, it's like, it's just frustrating, man, because, like, I watched the game and, making that substitution just made no sense. Yes, I know you want a bit of stability, but the players, we have defensive players all around the pitch. Our defensive work rate for the whole team is high enough in itself. So you should be able to play back three, knowing that Rice will come back and track back. We all know Rice will come back and track back anyways. Rice is one of our most athletic defensive players. Party, very good at sweeping up. He'll come back. So just play the back three and let the rest play, bro. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spend too much time because we got to wrap up the stream. But, like, more of the story is Arteta made mistakes in that game that has questioned my overall judgment going forward of him managing this team when situations like this happen. That's all I'm going to say.
Valid. Perfect way to end the Arsenal segment, the Arsenal therapy session. I mean, I can tell, my bro, you had a lot. It was in your chest, bro. You had to let it out, bro. I can tell. So look, I'm glad you finally did. You felt comfortable enough to just let it out, bro. It took a long time, but finally happened. Anyways, the truth always comes up, bro.
This guy. Oh,
But-
United fans.
No, but people, before we end the stream, we're just gonna have a little quick run through the remaining Premier League games. So for the first one, we already had a little brief conversation about it. Tottenham 4, West Ham 1. Kudus red card, obviously, but the game was done before that. Anyways, the game was all wrapped up before that. Spurs relentless, just didn't give West Ham a chance as soon as they got the lead. West Ham on the flip side, Lopetegui, he's on fraud watch. He's looking in real trouble. He might just be the next manager on the list to get sacked. Honestly, he's looking. Things are not looking great for him or West Ham. Because on paper, West Ham's team should be thereabouts. Within the top 5, top 7, 8, but they're not playing like it. They're not getting the results to be in those positions. So it's looking very long for them. And then what else is out there? Fulham, Aston Villa. Aston Villa away at Craven Cottage, 3-1 victors. I don't know if you got to see that game, the highlights maybe, or
I didn't see anything of that, unfortunately.
No, but I think Fulham had got the lead in that game.
Yeah.
There were red cards from both sides.
Yeah, I seen that.
Fulham had
Yeah.
got the lead in the game. Yeah, both teams had got red cards. Fulham got the lead early on, and I saw they got the lead early on, and I thought, oof, because Fulham are a really awkward team to play against. They're one of those teams. They're just awkward. You don't know what you're gonna get with them. So I thought that they could have just at least nicked the draw, but Aston Villa just, as soon as they got back in the game, they just didn't give Fulham a chance. Aston Villa have been in good form, bro. Like, I don't know what Emery is cooking, but whatever he's cooking, it's looking good. It's looking good. He's both in Europe and in the league. He's been cooking, bro. And like, it's fair to, like, Aston Villa don't have that much of depth, but like the way they're cooking week in, week out, it begs you to wonder that if this manager can be given investment, can be given funding, how much more can he do with this Aston Villa team? You know what I mean, bro?
Do you know what I will say though? You know what I will say though? because I've seen a lot of people trying to glaze this man. Um, he'll reach the ceiling soon at Villa. They will be. I think this is the biggest they go. Just reaching top four. I don't think Europe wise, the squad isn't up to snuff. I know they got a big win against Bayern Munich. I be real. Company made some terrible in-game decisions. They should be winning that game comfortably. Villa. They played okay, but they weren't ridiculously good. With Emery, because I've seen this. Emery, I think people need to understand where Emery is managed. I think he's good at taking mid-table clubs and then bringing them to the top. I don't think he's good at managing big clubs. I don't think that he's um specific. I don't think that's his specific criteria. I think he's very good of bringing the likes of Crystal Palace, like teams that are finishing 10, 11, just above the top half, and then bringing them challenging up for top four. But I've seen people saying he's a big club manager. I don't think that. Now, I do dare say if he does win a European title with Aston Villa or Premier League or some sort of that, you can definitely it would definitely elevate his status. But like I said, like Villa were nobodies till the money came in and Emery came in. He got to play football again. Let's not forget that, because I think a lot of people forget where Villa came from. Villa didn't just people have been acting like Villa have been in the top flight for like 80 something years, bro. Villa were downplaying championship football as well, so they only recently came back up. So do your research before you start glazing certain people, bro, because like if you want to look back to Emery's history, you'll see the history there, bro. He's like Sevilla. They're not a top four club. They're not a top six club. They were finishing 10th, 11th, even 12th those times. And fair play. He was still able to win Europa Leagues with them. But like I said, that's what he can do. He can take a mid-table club and then put them in the top four, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, you know what, they're a good club, until he leaves and then they sink. So that's his job. That's his job. But no disrespect, but I want to put that out because I've seen a lot of things on social media. I'm just like, you need to know who this manager. You need to know who this manager is before you start making some brazy treatments, bro. But yeah,
Nah, that's valid. That's valid. I can't argue with that. I can't disagree with that. I'm just happy that people are not going too crazy and saying that, oh, he might be the man to win Arsenal the league possibly. Um but yeah, no, I cannot argue with what you're saying, bro. Next game was Newcastle Brighton at St James
yeah.
Park.
I did.
Bright,
I did.
Brighton.
I think who was it that called the win? Did I say I would? I think Brighton will win this game. I think Richie said Newcastle will win this because of St James's Park. I think I said I said it.
I'll be honest, I did not see the game,
I
but
did not see the game either, to be honest.
like it was just one of those games.
Mm,
From the highlight,
mm,
it just looked like one of those games that it could have just gone either way. Both
mm.
teams similar level. Newcastle on the flip side, Eddie Howe. I don't know. Do you reckon his time is up?
No, I don't think so. I don't think. Do you know what? Do you know what? See, this is exactly what I mean about the money coming in and these managers overachieving, bro. Because Newcastle and Aston Villa are two similar places, bro. Two similar places, except Aston Villa is quite slightly doing better than Newcastle. If Newcastle are thinking of sacking Eddie Howe, they need to remember their place, bro. Who were Newcastle before the money? Nobody's. Who were Newcastle before Eddie Howe? Nobody's, bro. Eddie Howe took you to your. Was it? No, they've been in the Champions League before, have they? They've been in the Champions League before, but they've not been there for years. And Eddie Howe did that for you. You were clear now. Don't get me wrong. They had some memorable wins. They beat PSG in their own home stadium. No one could ever forget that. And everyone's expecting at least PSG to win that game, but we all know how PSG are just shut it, and Newcastle got the win. But a lot of these clubs need to remember who they are before the money and the managers and the tactics came in, because you're basically nobody's, bro. I don't think his position is in threat. I think, I even think a mid-table finish would be, good for them. People can say they fell off, but that's what they should be achieving, because they're nowhere near the top six. I think they're a top 8, 10 club. They're not anywhere near the top 6 or top 4. And I think, you know, you gotta be realistic. You gotta be realistic about where you want these clubs to finish, because they don't. Newcastle, Aston Villa, if these managers do lead, they'll just plummet back down to where they started. That's what it is.
That's valid, valid, valid. That's valid.
Now, don't get me wrong, he definitely does need to be looked at, but I don't think sacking will be crazy work, considering what he's done for the club. Sacking will be considered crazy work for what he's done for the club.
Fair,
That's all I'm going to say.
fair point. Fair. But they've not been great this season.
No, they haven't.
That,
But like I said,
that,
I did say it. I said once the Champions League came into effect, they were going to fall off. I even said they overachieved massively. They overachieved massively with the money and everything that was happening. It was great for them, but now they're seeing reality. Prem is not easy. Yeah, you're beating all these teams, but like you ain't that team that you think you might be. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, okay. Next game was Southampton Leicester. It finished
Richie,
2-3. Southampton were 2-0 up.
Richie needs to come on this stream and pray for his crimes, bro.
Hey, bro, Richie's on trial, bro. Richie on trial, bro. Richie needs that sentencing, bro. Southampton were 2-0 up.
Hey!
Southampton were 2-0 up, bro. I thought, yeah, finally the first win of the season, bro. And my God, bro. These guys, even if they get it, they get given on the plate to win. They just don't want to win, bro. They just don't want to win. Richie's on fraud watch as well. Richie is on trial. Next time he's on stream, like we need to trial him, bro. Honestly, because the amount of gas, the amount of love he was showing my man, bro. Russell Martin. Like I understand. Look, I understand. Oh, that like championship managers coming up to the league and trying to implement this attacking style of play and stuff like that. But like Southampton don't even look like they'll win anything. Even if they get given a chance to win, is what I'm saying, bro. Like that's how bad they look, bro. Like if they're losing to Leicester, a team that they were in the same division with the season before, like who's out there that they can beat in the league this season? Then in that case, like these are the kind of games they are meant to be winning. They're meant to be like stealing points off.
Hey, I think you guys weren't locked in when I told you Southampton want to get relegated, bro. It doesn't matter, like bro, and the reason why I said Leicester were gonna stay up is because Leicester are actually capable of beating teams. James, bro, we were saying James Ward-Prowse needs to get a big six move. It happened for him because he knew if he really thought Southampton were really going to become, good and stay up, he would have stayed at Southampton. He would have been happy. He would have been happily to stay there, go down, and come back up. But he knows they'll go up just to get relegated again, and that's the norm.
Oh,
Southampton are not good to stay up in the Prem. That's just, unfortunately, that's just the majority. That's just the likelihood of it. It's just they can't stay up. And I'm even looking at the table now. It's looking brazy, bro. You have Crystal Palace in 18th, Southampton in 19th, and Wolves in 20th at this current moment in time. Ipswich are just above with 4. So it's from 17th to 20th. It goes 4-3-1-1.
Crazy.
In the table right now. The next point step up from 4 is 8, which is Everton, and then followed by West Ham. So that bottom 4 is looking very, very shaky.
Yeah. Speaking of Everton, yeah, but you know what? Yeah, speaking of Everton, they beat Ipswich.
Hey, for once. So, hey, we apologize if your bet did not come true. We apologize if your bet did not come true. I know we told you to say Southampton, Everton to win the first half and then Ipswich. Hey, but like we said, we do not take responsibility for your betting slips. Bet responsibly.
Absolutely. And you know what? Yeah, I reckon like the relegation battle is gonna come down to definitely a head-to-head thing, because they're all as bad as each other. I think at the bottom there. So I think it's gonna come down to whoever beats whoever the most, like down there. Like if Ipswich have a better head-to-head with Everton and Leicester than Southampton has, or some shit like that, I think that's what's gonna define it. Because at the top of the table, I don't see them either of those teams getting any points, bro. To be honest,
No.
they just all look as bad as each other week in week out, bro. You know.
Yeah.
I so um the first Sunday kickoff was Wolves Man City. I don't know if you got to see that game.
Bro, I seen John Stones. I seen John Stones goal. Very very controversial. When I seen Guardiola's goal, and I seen the winner.
Yeah, well, yeah. What you
So,
reckon? That should have been ruled off.
bro, I won't lie. I'm not even trying to hate, bro. But bro. You can't like City just get everything they want, bro. Because if that's another team, if that's bro, let's not like if that's another team, that's getting ruled up, bro. That's getting ruled up, bro.
Oh, fact.
Yeah, that's getting ruled up, bro. I don't care. It was bro. Bernardo Silva pushes the keeper. It doesn't matter if he's nowhere there. He's nowhere there, nowhere near with the keeper when Stone's headed. But the fact that he's pushed the keeper, Stone does hit it with all his might. It goes straight at the keeper, bro. All I'm saying, bro, is infringement. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, look, the only reason why I can think why this wasn't called is just because City won the battle with the Premier League. I don't know if you've seen that. And the Premier League definitely don't want City suing them again because they lost the first time. So yeah. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna that's all I'm gonna say, bro. But yeah, that goal very controversial. I don't think he should have stood. I don't think he should have stood. But hey, look, it's City, bro.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Like, if that's a different team, it doesn't stand. But I don't know if, like, the angle that I saw, like, Bernardo was really crouched down. That he didn't look like he was impeding the keeper's like
Pre,
view.
if you watch the clip again, he actually pushes the keeper before he crouches down. I think that's why a lot of people are kind of complaining because you know, like he's all over the keeper. Yes, he's crouched down when the ball is headed, but the matter of the fact is, like isn't that kind of infringement with the keeper because you've pushed him already. He's kind of not he's kind of off balance already, so he has to regain his balance. In fairness, it's a good header, but it's hit right at the keeper, bro. And that's drawing the build up in the corner, and if what happens if a ref sees two players pushing in the box, he'll stop the corner, get them to retake it, but like I said, I'm saying if that's another team that's getting called out, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I can imagine as an Arsenal fan that must be hard to take. That the
Oh, you
must be
know
hard.
what? I don't care because we're used to it. We're used to.
No,
It's
you know what?
bad.
No. I just mean that, like, as an Arsenal fan, like, when you go on to lose to Bournemouth and then you go on and see Man City and Liverpool win the way they win with the mad decisions in the game, surely that must be hard to take. You must feel hard done by, no?
City. Do you know what? I'd rather Liverpool win the title than City because at least they actually win titles. With,
Mm.
with heart and conviction. City. I'm not saying City can't do that. They obviously they've dominated, but they'll get a lot of very very dodgy decisions going their way in order to win that title, and this being one of them. So this is not something we're surprised with City. And I do think people should really lock in, especially after they won the league battle with the Premier League. Now, this legal battle has nothing to do with the 115 charges; it's separate. But the one they just won is quite huge in itself because they were suing the Prem for false allegations, excluding the 150 charges, and they actually won that. So the Premier League will be quite careful not to upset City, which is what I think is the norm. They wouldn't want to upset City because they don't want to face any more lawsuits. It's just crazy, man. City are just monopoly in the league, man. Because like, how can you sue the Premier League and win? In the league, isn't the league supposed to be able to keep you in check, bro? How are you winning a lawsuit against the league, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy.
No,
That's
that's true
crazy.
though. But that's where the money talks, bro. Money
That's
talks.
and do you know what? I know people are trying to say City, bro. I'm telling you right now, City will not be found guilty of these 115 charges, bro. Maybe a few,
For sure.
but the way people are so confident, bro. Oh my god, bro. As Joyce said, money talks, bro. You'd be surprised.
For sure, my bro. For sure. And the final game of the game week was last night. Nottingham Forest won, Crystal Palace
Yeah, I
nil.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Wood goal in the
Palace
second half.
again.
Yes, 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 yes. Palace again. You couldn't have said it any better. Palace again. I don't know what is going on, but they're not getting destroyed in games, but like they're just not getting the win. They're just not. I don't know. Yeah, the Olise loss is really screwing them over because
Hey,
it just seems to
it's
me that
crazy though. It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening to them. Yeah, the least he lost is but come on, bro. You know, you swear, Olise was like Messi in that club, bro.
No, but the reason why I'm saying that, bro, is because like they're not getting destroyed in all these games that they're losing, bro.
Mm,
Like in all these games they're dropping points in. It's just by the odd goal, the odd like they're not getting destroyed, bro. They're just losing by a goal. They're losing by 2 goals. Like
mm,
that's why I'm mentioning Olise. Like it's just that final like that final end product player, like at what you call it at the end of the pitch, who can put the ball in the net, who can create the chances, who can just take the game on their own shoulders and be like, you know what, I'm fucking winning this for us. I'm fucking leveling this up for us. They don't have that player no more. Like Eze needs that help, bro. Eze can't do it all on his own, you know. So
mm.
yeah, I don't know. Palace are looking. Oliver Glasner, bro. That sauce is definitely melting, bro. I won't lie. Um, But on the flip side, though, Forest have been in good form this season as well. Like Nuno is holding his own. You know, like Nuno was on fraud watch, but like he's holding. He was on fraud watch at Spurs, but like he's slowly like improving his reputation as a manager in the Premier League now with Forest. So yeah,
Mm.
it's good to see. It's good to see. But yeah, this game as well was one of those ones that on a different day, if Palace wins, people not you're not mad at it. You're not going crazy
Mm.
thinking, being all too surprised.
Mm.
But yeah, that's the whole roundup, anyways, for the game week.
Aye.
Yeah,
Before we cut
that's
it off,
yeah.
who will be your
Before we cut it off, my bro,
player of the week?
who's your player of the week, bro?
My player of the week, bro. It's crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's
Talk to me,
crazy
bro.
because Richie's gonna get gassed, but um, I have to go Moises Caicedo this week. Moises Caicedo, yeah, Moises Caicedo for me this week. Absolute general in that midfield. Moises Caicedo, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that I can't argue with that. That's a valid
Yeah.
shot. That it's just the fact that Chelsea lost. I'm just not. I won't go with him. I'm
Yeah,
just.
I know, but that performance from him was enough for me to be like, you know what, it doesn't matter. And like anyone who watched the game knows that there was some sincere decisions that cost Chelsea that game, bro. There was a penalty that was not giving. There was some fouls that were not giving. Yeah, but no, for me, Caicedo, regardless, he can hold up his head high and said he went to Anfield and ran that midfield, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you know what? I'm gonna go different. I'll go for Evan Nielsen, bro. Um, he got your best center
Huh?
back sent off. He got your best center back sent off. He won a penalty. I think
This
it's
guy is
very
really rubbing salt in the wound. Oh
a
my
very
lord!
productive
Hey,
game, bro.
if United
That's my
lose next
number
week, the
nine,
best
bro.
don't come. Hey, if United win, the best don't come on the fucking stream next week, bro. Just say you got a dentist appointment or something like that, bro.
That's a proper number nine performance, bro. Get the best center back sent off, win a penalty. That's it. I'm happy, bro. Evan Nielsen, bro. I give it to Evan Nielsen, bro. He got the win as well at the end of the match. So Yeah, good performance. Very good performance, I think. Don't you think so, no?
I heard Jesse. Yeah, I heard you. Well, I'll be back here next week, same time. Well, don't worry. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry.
but 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 you know what?
Anyways,
Before we cut though, is there should the people be expecting a stream from you during the week, or because I know you
during the
guys have
week,
a big game against Liverpool, so should they expect to kind of
yeah,
talk from
yeah,
you? Or?
yeah, yeah. I was trying. I have to get someone in during this week, but I'm actually up to the walls with assignments, so I'm not too sure how that's gonna play out. I will probably know by tomorrow. I'll probably know by tomorrow if I'm gonna do a stream or not. But if not, if something doesn't happen for the preview, uh what we'll try and do, we'll try and get a special for the Gunners Insight, where I will just have a Liverpool fan, and then we can talk about the Liverpool match, and then we can just talk about other stuff. But as for now, I'm not too sure. Just because I have loads of stuff regarding college. I have loads of project submissions due this week, so I hardly doubt if there is going to be a Liverpool if there's going to be a Liverpool Arsenal segment. Just I don't want to overpromise anything. I don't want to promise anything, but I am tight at the moment with time, so I don't think they will be. But I will try and make it up to you with an episode, with a special episode or something, because I know we haven't done a Gunners Insight in a while. So the episode I will have will be lengthy because we have a lot of stuff to cover over the last 3 weeks. Because I think it was 3 weeks since I last posted one, so that's brazy. But like I said, college has us up the walls at the moment, so it's gonna be very hard to we're trying to find a balance of uploading and college work. So as for this week, I think I'm currently out of commission in terms of a segment this week. But next week I got you. I got y'all. I got y'all.
That's valid. To be fair, I've been the same as well. I haven't done the Trafford talk in a while now, in probably the same amount of time as you, in about three
Yeah, I
weeks.
think it's all been 3 weeks. It's all been 3 weeks. I checked it this morning. It's all been 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I myself as well. I don't think I will have one uploaded for this week, just because we're playing on Thursday, I think, or tomorrow. So
Mm.
I might have a match reaction out for the Fenerbahce game
Yeah, yeah,
after
probably.
the game.
Yeah.
But I definitely won't have a Truffles talk for the midweek. Do you reckon you might have a match reaction out for the Champions League?
Do you know what? I could very well. I could definitely. I will be watching the match 100%. So
Okay.
I could have a match. I could definitely have a match reaction for the Arsenal shock during that. So that could be my that could be the gift for a while to keep you occupied. Yeah, but yeah, no, definitely. No, actually, yeah, I will. Yeah, I will have a match reaction out. If it doesn't get uploaded tonight, it'll be tomorrow morning. But you will have a match reaction for Shakhtar tonight. Yeah.
All right. Oh, well,
Yeah.
people, that you've heard it. That's something, anyways. And then obviously, people, you're guaranteed the weekend match reactions, anyways. So that's the schedule for the week. Richie, I'm not too sure whether Richie will have a chat about Chels during the week. And he probably will have a match reaction for the Conference League game against I can't remember who they're playing against. Some Greek team, can't remember the name. But yeah, in that case, people, thank you to all those that tuned in, those that took their little 5-10 minutes out of their day and their time to tune into the stream. Um, like Lawrence said, Lawrence will probably be back later tonight with a match reaction, and then I'll be back on later on Thursday, or yeah, with a match reaction of the Europa League, and then we'll be back on the weekend with the normal match reactions. But other than that, any updates, any news, any confirmation in relation to the channel, we will always have it uploaded on socials, on Twitter or Instagram, just to keep you guys informed. But other than that, thank you to all those that tune in, all those that commented, that keeps showing support to the channel. We keep hoping to. We're on the road to 200 now. I don't know how many we're on right now, but
We are. 2 seconds. Oh, can I even see that? I think we're on 156, if I'm not
One
mistaken.
five six, yeah. So we're on the road. We're on the road to 200. So people, please keep supporting. Please keep sending it to your friends,
Sorry,
your family. All right,
158, 158, 158
one
to be
five eight.
exact,
Okay,
158, 158.
sweet, sweet,
So,
sweet,
guys,
sweet.
we with the goal, we don't like. Obviously, the goal obviously will be to reach 200, before November. But that's the obvious goal. But like as much as we want to reach that, we can't do this without your support. So we do ask, as Joyce said, to keep sharing the podcast, keep sharing it, spread it to everyone, because it's something small at the moment, but with your support, obviously we can grow into a huge platform and provide more content. Like so, the more you interact, the more content we can give you. So, every follow, every mention, every share, every like we see it goes a long way. It means a lot to us. So we do appreciate all the support we've gotten so far in terms of that.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, people, thank you again for all those who tuned in. Um. Like I said, Lawrence will be back with a match reaction, hopefully for tonight's match, and we should have a couple of streams again on as the week goes on. But people, that's us. Thank you again, and we should see you later on. Peace.